when you get into Cebu and you book place without really looking at where you're at. Yep.
It's actually the glass.
It is the glass. It's a nice aesthetic. We got the Aloha screwdriver right here. We're gonna play some Bali Monopoly deal. Got these cards back in Bali last year. If you haven't played, folks, this game doesn't even need to be the Bali version. Just Monopoly deal. Highly recommend. What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit, they killed him. No way. Living in the rural Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, my freaking neighbors and their fondness for karaoke, which they really, really suck at doing. And that's the backyard area.
Yay! And let's go down. Okay, guys, we're gonna start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Mahal, you get one. Listen.
I miss, then that's cool, that's fine. If I hit his arm, that arm goes behind his back.
Guys, please.
Is it elbow?
We'll see what happens.
Trying to defend your man.
I don't think they understand.
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Ninja! Ninja poses, guys. Okay. So, first up, it's gonna be, whose name do I know? It's gonna be Jay.
People don't understand. There are many things you will learn about the Philippines firsthand that you would otherwise never consider. We will cover some of these things along with controversy and beautiful aspects of the culture. We got FTG ham and cheese. We got the FTG pork empanada, the cheeseburger, the boneless lechon, and the grilled chicken. Courtesy of them accidentally putting their code tags in our bag when we checked out at the store yesterday. The sink is freaking possessed. Oh my god. The Santo Niño. Famous. Like Michael Jordan. This is a bit of a mixed deep dive. Santo Niño! And there's the famous Magellan's Cross. So that's the famous Magellan's Cross. There it is. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom, boom. In Thailand and India and some other countries, you have what's called a tuk-tuk, small vehicle that acts as local transport, pretty much being a taxi. Here in the Philippines, they call them tricycles, and it's essentially a modified motorbike with a carriage of sorts that is added. They also have something called a jeepney. This is essentially a large caravan-style bus that people hop on and off, usually cost about 13 pesos. But farther rides can cost slightly more. 13 pesos is about 23 cents in USD. They do have regular taxi cabs and buses as well, but the local transports are cheapest and too convenient to pass up. The food here is a mixture of Asian and Spanish cuisine. often having a lot of added sugar, vinegar, and not implementing many spices.
You'll be saving the fucking movie.
Fuck Philippines.
Fried meat dishes, and rice galore. Mahal ang bigas. In Tagalog, we say this is a description of something being expensive, but the specific saying directly translates as the rice is expensive. Tagalog is the main language of the country, similar to how Indonesia uses Bahasa, though each island has its own local language as well, like Bali having Balinese. This is what we call a uniting language. In Cebu, they speak Visayas and different dialects as well as Tagalog. I found the food in the Philippines to be overpriced for what it is in comparison to other countries offering something of similar or higher quality at a cheaper price point. Besides chicken adobo, laing, beef tapas, and of course crispy lechon, there's not really many other dishes I enjoy, and a general search online or discussion will show it's not a beloved food culture by most people outside the Philippines. Controversial as it may be to say, I'm only offering my opinion, and it does happen to be shared similarly by a great number of people. I do suggest trying and exploring the cuisine and making your own thoughts up for yourself. With the Philippines being the #1 Asian country for English-speaking non-natives, they can sometimes be shy to speak it, but almost every single Filipino speaks English along with Tagalog, Taglish, and their local dialects. That's right, the average Filipinos are polyglots, speakers of more than 3 languages. Taglish is a combination of English and Tagalog, but it's vastly different from each language, so it's rightfully considered its own thing. Salamat is thank you in Tagalog, and they use quite a few Spanish words in everyday conversation. Hello, how are you? It's just hola, ¿cómo está? One of the most famous dishes you can only find here in the Philippines is known as balut. This is a fertilized chicken egg, usually aged to about 18 to 21 days. Contains the embryo of the chicken, and locals love eating it. It's first boiled once it's matured, then it's cracked open and vinegar is poured in the top. You suck the soup out and then eat the embryo. I've tried it twice. It's not for me. I will say though, the taste is just salty. Not bad at all, honestly. What gets me is the texture. I'll leave it at that. Davao, home of the recent president, whose term just ended on June 30th of 2022. He had, and still has, a beloved cult following. Rodrigo Duterte, the man who waged a war on crime and drugs in the Philippines.
Slowly.
Okay, yeah, slowly indeed. That's interesting.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And also, for the full featured version of this episode, go to Patreon.